Hello everyone, and welcome to the finale of Let's Play Pokemon Stadium 2. There is still one more trainer left for us to take on. Yes, since we defeated all of Kanto's Gym Leader Castle, it's time to take on Red. And the team I've assembled to beat Red, it basically relies on what the first Pokemon he sends out is. We got Wobbuffet, Skarmory, and Tentacruel. So nothing but tanks, but we're kind of going to need that tankiness to take down Red's team. Yes, he has all the Johto starters for some reason. A Jolteon, a Scizor, and a Tauros. Very fitting team for Red in my opinion. And we are not necessarily on top of Mount Silver. It's kind of like we're in a cave with a bunch of waterfalls. This stadium might be one of my favorites in the game. It's very mysterious and looks very cool. Our Wobbuffet is going to have to do work though to beat this guy's lineup. He is a pretty tough team, not going to lie, but we're just going to hope for the best. Mostly his Typhlosion is what I'm scared of most. Red's going to start out, though, with his Jolteon. Now, Jolteon's kind of a pain, and it can actually beat Wobbuffet if it uses Thunder Wave. Hopefully that will not happen. It's going for Thunder first turn. Not necessarily what I would do, but whatever. We did go with the Mirror Coat, so this should actually kill if everything goes... Okay, did not get paralyzed. Good, good, good. The Jolteon's going to get hit, and alright, super. We beat his first Pokemon, which is honestly, what else was it going to do other than that? I don't even know if it has Thunder Wave. I imagine it did, but I don't know. I didn't really look up Red's movesets. I was really more worried about Kanto's gym leaders, because if I mess up here, I can basically just start over again. It's not a big deal. Second Pokemon is going to be Tauros. This Tauros, I imagine, can't have any special attacks, so I guess it'd be just safe to go for Count. Alright, this is actually a problem. Hyper Beam is gonna not have to do 147 damage. Please. I survived with 4 HP. Are you kidding me? We just beat his second Pokemon? Oh my gosh. Wobbuffet is unstoppable. This is almost too easy. I did not think I'd get that lucky. 4 HP, guys. That makes up for all the hacks and everything. We're gonna beat Red! Holy crap. This, I didn't actually plan for it to be this quick or anything. His final Pokemon is going to be a Feraligatr with a solid 169 HP. Not nearly as much as Wobbuffet, and we'd have to hope for a complete miracle to get... Okay, no. I was about to say, if the Destiny Bond went off, we'd literally sweep with a Wobbuffet, but nope, that's probably not going to happen. And Wobbuffet went down. Still, one Pokemon for 2. I'll take that any day. Wobbuffet, you've done amazing. Come back in the Pokeball and have an awesome rest. We're going to send out Tentacruel, though, because, well, Skarmory isn't the best special tank. Tentacruel here, it doesn't have the best moves. It has, like, Wrap and Barrier. Not a big fan of those. But these Sludge Bombs will be pretty nice. Tentacruel surprisingly kind of fast. Well, not really the fastest thing in the world. And that did absolutely nothing. This is looking bad. Although, I don't imagine this Surf will do much either. Thanks to Tentacruel's amazing special defense. And the fact it's also Water type, that did next to no damage. Almost as little as my, Sludge Bomb. But I think we should be able to pull out a win here. Red, surprisingly, not that difficult to defeat. I thought he'd be way harder. I mean, it's Red. Think about it, but I don't know. I guess I get kind of lucky with his AI or something. And oh boy, yeah, Feraligatr, you're primarily a physical attacker. Why are you using Surf? Don't tell me it's the only move this thing has. Okay, we got a crit. This might be the most anticlimactic, Red battle ever. Okay. I guess we kind of just got lucky in the end. One more, Sludge Bomb, and this will pretty much be over. Kind of surprising. Yep, that's it. Wow, we beat Red. Okay. I guess it was kind of lucky we survived the Hyper Beam and all, but goodness, that was kind of a cakewalk. And there it is. We have beaten the Kanto Gym Leader Castle. Man, oh man, I'm definitely relieved. That was not as hard as I thought it was going to be. I thought he'd be at least slightly harder than Blue, but our Skarmory didn't even have to enter the battle. Kind of surprising, but yes, we have defeated Red on Mount Silver. Pretty stinking rad. And with that, all of the Kanto Gym Leader Castle has been completed. And if we were playing, well, Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal, the game would be over, since that's kind of like the super boss. However, this is not Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal. And hey, we got the Dodrio Game Boy, which only works with certain game packs, it seems. I don't know, did I read that right? Doesn't really matter. But oh my, it's become afternoon. We've spent an entire day at the Pokemon Stadium. It's almost nighttime, but before we go, there's one challenge to take on. Our rival awaits our challenge. Make it a hot, memorable showdown.
Okay, I'ma do that.
I didn't think you'd make it this far. Come on, let's settle this now. A very memorable thing, I imagine, in the 80s, or not 80s, gosh dang, 90s, that'll be a very, early 2000s, I guess, technically. That'll be a very interesting thing to say, and alright, this is the correct team I registered off-screen. Has a Jolteon, Umbreon, Wobbuffet, Steelix, Mantine, and Arcanine. These guys mean business, and our rival also means business. Oh gosh, there's room for only one champ. I'll make you understand that. Okay, rival, just taking it a little easy. Now in Pokemon Stadium 1, the ultimate opponent was a Mewtwo. In this game, it's a Mewtwo, Ho-Oh, and Lugia. We're leading with Jolteon, the rest of the team does not matter. The rival is the ultimate challenge in Pokemon Stadium 2. He has 3 Ubers, opposed to your 6 normal Pokemon. This is gonna be a rough one. Hopefully we will get lucky with Umbreon, Jolteon, and Wobbuffet. The rest of the team is just a wall. Our rival is going to lead out with a Ho-Oh, the legendary bird Pokemon. We have no rock types on this team, so this thing is virtually invincible. Okay, this has to hit. If this doesn't hit, we might as well just reset and run. And we got it! Heck yes! What that is going to do is, the Ho-Oh is now paralyzed, meaning it is slower than everyone else. I will gladly take this Earthquake. This is fantastic to have one of his 3 Pokemon permanently paralyzed. None of them have refresh, so that paralyzation is going to stay on forever. And I don't think any of them have Heal Bell, but I think only Celebi would get that in this generation. Does not matter though. Jolteon did fantastic. That's what we needed him for. Now we're going to go into Mantine. Hopefully stall out this Ho-Oh. This Ho-Oh really can't do to us. The most devastating move it has is Sacred Fire, which will not do a ton of damage to Mantine. So we're just going to go for a Waterfall. I do predict this. Okay, did not switch. That's kind of surprising. The Waterfall will not do a billion damage, but the most important thing is the Mantine will take even less from this guy. Going for the Sacred Fire, I think this should honestly just bounce right off me. Mantine, okay, could also miss, that's good. So we didn't even get burned there, that is great. I'm gonna go for a second Waterfall. Still staying in, okay, he's being very resilient. I guess he's just trying to fodder off the Ho-Oh. He pretty much knows it's doomed. Great first turn, we beat 33% of his team. That Ho-Oh is a monster with its Earthquake, Sacred Fire, etc. It also has Safeguard, which our rival likes to spam a lot. Very helpful to get Jolteon. And make sure that Zap Cannon hits. His second Pokemon is going to be Mewtwo. Not nearly as invincible as he was in the first generation of Pokemon. We're going to go for the Supersonic. And okay, he's going for the Safeguard. So Supersonic, even if it hit, wouldn't even do anything. So kind of a bummer. Now is when we switch out, though, to Umbreon. Mewtwo has basically only special attacks, from what I understand, so Umbreon would probably be the best choice to soak those up. If it goes for Psychic, it won't affect me, and I think the best it has is Thunder Punch. It probably went for the Thunder Punch, actually. I probably should have switched into Steelix to minimize damage, but hey, whatever. I do know the rival's moveset, and yep, there's the Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch doesn't have amazing power, but it'll still do decent damage. Still from an Umbreon, that's kind of a lot less than, or a lot more than I'd like to take. Anyways, this seems a little scummy, but oh, I don't know what Hidden Power is. Oh gosh, that's Hidden Power fighting, isn't it? I don't imagine it'd be Hidden Power Bug. Okay, that did actually a ton of damage. We're going for the Sand Attack here. This is actually very beneficial. The last 2 Pokemon he has are both Psychic Pokemon. Lugia is Psychic, Mewtwo is Psychic. So now we're going to start. I don't know, should I? I don't know if going for a second. Okay, that is actually really good. Good thing we did the Sand Attack. I'm going to go for one more, and then we might start spamming Feint Attacks. Feint Attacks won't do a ton of damage, but it's going to soak it up so where Wobbuffet can hopefully sweep. So he's -2 accuracy. This is good. We could potentially use Mean Look, but that would eat up another. Okay, it's not a big deal. The Pokemon was going to switch regardless. Doesn't really matter. I knew I probably should have gone for a Sand Attack, then a Mean Look. So unfortunately, those Sand Attacks are gone. The Lugia will now be sent out. I don't imagine we can really survive this thing's Aeroblast. We're going to go for the second, or actually the first Sand Attack onto Lugia, which is good, which is really good. Gosh, Lugia's hands are gigantic. Hand / wings / I don't know. The Safeguard is now down, but I don't plan to really use any other statuses. Question is, do we do Sand Attack or Feint Attack? I don't really know. The Aeroblast hopefully will miss. Please miss. This move is terrifyingly... Okay, good. Sand Attack is your best friend in this battle. Do not feel bad about spamming it. These are Uber Pokemon. This is basically the strategy they left with you to hopefully beat these guys. So far we're getting really lucky. Let's start going for feint attacks. I feel like now would be a good time to do that. The second Air Blast is gonna come out. It's gonna be massive damage if it connects, and we still live though. That is really lucky. Man, oh man. This feint attack, I don't imagine will do much of anything. It's just gonna soften the blow for Wobbuffet, and hopefully we can sweep with the rest of our Pokemon. So, another feint attack, hopefully, before I go down. It's going for Surf. It knows it has -2 accuracy. It's just trying to make the best of the given situation. It's gonna do a lot of damage, and yeah, Umbreon, you did amazing though, Umbreon. You got, well, 2 sand attacks on the opponent and a feint attack. That's pretty good, right? I don't know. Let's see, who do we send out now? Wobbuffet probably is our best bet right here. Arcanine can sweep. He does have the priority extreme speed. And I still can use Destiny Bond to take down one of these Pokemon. So let's see what happens. I imagine this Lugia has nothing but special attacks, so... okay, that's fine. It's going for a Safeguard. Okay, so this first Mirror Coat will be in vain since it used, well, a move that can't really be bounced back. But if it hits me with an Aeroblast and I deflect it, well, that'll be one dead Lugia. Going for the Surf, I actually like that a lot more than Aeroblast, because Aeroblast will most likely miss, and I'll lose out on a lot more Mirror Coat PP. That did nothing, man. Absolutely nothing. Perfect amount of damage for Mirror Coat to bounce back. Let's see how much we get. Oh gosh, that did amazing. Wobbuffet, you beast. Holy crap. Level 100 Wobbuffet, man. Do not mess with it. A second Surf is gonna come out. This is like the best possible luck. From what I hear, this trainer is insane. Okay, decided to miss. But his fighting tactics are usually insane. It was very lucky we got that first Zap Cannon. It set us up for the rest of the battle. So far, we're only 2 Pokemon down, and we got a Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet is basically better than all these Pokemon, in my opinion, and especially in Pokemon Stadium 2. The reason Mewtwo was so difficult to take down the first game is because Wobbuffet was simply not created, and now that we got him, well, I'm going to keep abusing his power, or her power, either or. The Lugia has now been defeated. That means the final Pokemon for our rival is a Mewtwo. If we take this Mewtwo down, we have beaten all of round 1 of Pokemon Stadium 2. So just one more Pokemon is stopping me from seeing those ever so marvelous credits. I don't really know what a proper word is because they're not really the most interesting. They're just eluding me for so many years. Going for the Thunder Punch. This could potentially be bad if we get the paralyzation. Did not a lot of damage though. Mewtwo's primary stab is that Psychic attack, which Wobbuffet will resist, also being a Psychic type. We're gonna do a lot. Oh my gosh, I think we're gonna win here. I think we're gonna win. Gosh, I'm gonna be the first one to say this is one amazing battle theme. This stadium is amazing. Everything about this final battle is simply amazing. One more Thunder Punch and we win. Yes. Gosh dang. You don't know how, not really torture, but the later cups of this game have been very, very difficult to record, and I'm extremely happy to be over with it. Man, oh man, Wobbuffet, what would I do without you? We did it, guys. We defeated the last 2 trainers of Pokemon Stadium 2. Red and my rival with 3 Uber Pokemon. Now we can watch these Pseudo Credits, which, yeah, I'm gonna leave an annotation on the screen because they're kind of weird. I'll see you after this kind of weird section. yeah, I don't really know why they put that in the game, but yes, guys, that is it. And it's all over. We beat Pokemon Stadium 2. And these are the true credits. I guess they were really proud of the models that they put into Pokemon Stadium 2 and just decided to give them their own credit reel for all 251. It's like whatever. And yes. These are really nice credits. I like them a lot. It shows you, I guess, some fantasy all-star battles versus the Kanto gym leaders and Elite Four members. Kind of cool. Got Electabuzz going against a Mischievous. Wonder who'd win that matchup. My money's on Lucent Surge over there. Yeah. Oh man, this has been one gigantic nostalgia trip, and I seriously hope every single one of you enjoyed this Let's Play series as much as I did creating it. Pokemon Stadium has always been a big game from my childhood. May not be the most critically acclaimed games ever, but they're from my childhood, and that makes them awesome, you know? I may have a little bit case of nostalgia goggles, but I still find these games enjoyable. I like battling. I find it really fun, and I find being challenged in the Pokemon series to still be awesome, and that's a really cool picture of Brock and Jasmine. It's kind of neat. No Prash versus Blaine. Who's older and who's... Pokemon have the type advantage. Probably Blaine in that situation. I like how these are almost kind of like pictures, and they slowly fade and get older. It's kind of cool. It's very nostalgic. I don't know, now that we're in the digital age, it really doesn't happen that often. I think that's what they're kind of going for. Maybe they're just trying to be gold or something. And what a cool matchup. Will versus Sabrina. My money is on Sabrina, though. That Zatu's like, I don't even care! Going in there, doing the dive bomb, doing what he does best. He's Zatu, after all, in this Fizzard. They're not the strongest, but they're not necessarily the weakest either. And yeah, I don't really, if I could do anything over again in this Let's Play series, I probably would have saved Prime Cup for the last, Stadium Cup. It was a spur-of-the-moment thing, I was just like, I don't even care, I just want to get it out of the way. It was a very intense battle, but having the Mew battle in, Episode 6 was, in my opinion, kind of random, and that was kind of a poor choice on my part. I may just be looking into it a little too much, which probably is true, but hey, whatever. If I can't be my biggest critic, then who will be? Don't know, but yeah, it's a very interesting music choice going on here. I still like it, though. It's kind of cool. I really, really, really enjoy the music, and the entire music remixes of Stadium 2 were awesome, and man, this is a pretty cool mashup. My money's on Chuck, though, because Chuck knows how to work out, and Bruno is pathetic, to say the least. But and yeah, gosh, there's not really I want to say. I don't know, I just like living back in the Nintendo 64 age of Pokemon. It's kind of an awkward stage. We didn't have the most amazing power to make the most amazing 3D Pokemon adventure games, and, people like to knock down these games and say, it's like the worst part of your Pokemon. You don't get to explore, and you don't even get to catch your own Pokemon, but you get to see them in 3D and play in these awesome-looking stadiums. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm the only person that sees it that way, but heck, I still love it. I loved making this series. It was a little bit on the hard side, but it sure paid off in the end. I think a lot of people really like to go back and look at the older iterations of the Pokemon series and kind of like the spin-offs too. That's kind of my kind of niche I like to put myself in very early on when I made my channels. Sometimes cover the least popular Pokemon games. What a cool matchup. You got Lance and Claire. Wait, what? I just realized she's not even in this game. That's Chris versus a rival. What the heck? Does that mean that the first Easter egg to Crystal version was in Stadium 2? If so, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of really, because it's definitely her, because, I don't think she had another appearance, and she's obviously using a Suicune, and man, Blue versus Red, what a classic matchup. Kind of cool. It's got an Eevee and a Pikachu. I guess they're going with their... Red didn't even have his Pikachu. That was kind of a bummer. Did anyone else notice that? Yeah, that's probably not a big deal, though. Man, oh man. I don't know, pretty much everything... The only really annoying... only annoying part about this game, Let's Playing and everything, was actually Little Cup. That sucked, because my game crashed 2 times. And that's the end of the credits. I'll mash the A button here. Kind of weird credits. I've never seen them before. And guys, we got a Pokemon present! What could it be? Well, it could be 2 things. Either a Gliscor with Baton Pass, or a Farfetch'd with Baton... And we got the Farfetch, which is the least cool of the two. Magnificent, you beat the rival. You just won Farfetched. Thanks a ton. And please go to see Professor Oak's lab to get your Pokemon. Yeah, I'm gonna totally not do that because I don't care. And guys, that is it. There's still gonna be one more episode of Pokemon Stadium if you don't want to see this game go. And oh, we get a new title screen, rather cool. But yes, I still have a couple things to show off, but I'm gonna save that for the next episode. Once again, thank every single one of you for supporting my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. So take care.